There are 8 Japanese bathroom rules that Americans break every single day, and together they are why your bathroom smells like mildew 2 days after you bleached it. Most American bathrooms are breaking 4 of them tonight without knowing it. Japan built a whole system because their bathroom is wet 100% of the time, so mold never gets a chance to root. Japanese bathrooms are half the size of yours, often with no window at all, and the whole family uses the same wet room. And there is still no pink slime, no black caulk, no smell. And the first one is the one you will break in the next 10 minutes after your shower. Number 5 is about those shampoo bottles sitting on your floor right now. And number 7 is the one that makes your bathroom smell like a swamp even after bleach, and I will show you that one right after we fix water. It starts with air, because if you get air wrong, nothing else you do matters. The first Japanese bathroom rule Americans break is about how you ventilate. In a Japanese home, after the last person finishes, you close everything. Window closed, door closed, fan on. The door has a little vent at the bottom, and air gets pulled from that low vent across the entire wet floor and walls out the ceiling fan. And that fan stays on for more than 8 hours. In an American home, you open everything. Window open, door wide open, fan on for 20 minutes, because more holes must mean faster drying. That creates what Japanese pros call short circuit. Fresh air from the window goes straight into the nearby fan, and the air in the back of your shower, on the floor, on the walls, never moves. A droplet on tile takes 8 hours to evaporate with air alone. If you turn the fan off after 20 minutes, that droplet sits there for 7 hours and 40 minutes in perfect mold temperature. The fix is $0. When the fan is on, close the window tightly. That is the iron rule in Japan. Close the door too. If your door has no vent, crack it 1 inch, not wide open, just 1 inch. Tonight, you will hear the fan get louder because it is finally pulling air from the whole room. That fan is now pulling, but it is pulling hot air at 86 degrees, which is mold's favorite temperature, which is why the second rule exists. The second Japanese bathroom rule is about the hot water you already pay for. In Japan, the last person takes the shower set to 122 degrees Fahrenheit and splashes the walls, the floor, and the tub. Not to clean, to kill. Mold is defined by 3 conditions: temperature 68 to 86 degrees, humidity 70 to 95%, and food like body oil and soap scum. Your bathroom after a shower is exactly that. 122 degrees is hot enough to reset invisible spores that landed today, but you cannot see yet. Mold starts as a spore you cannot see, then grows roots you cannot wash off with water alone. So you kill it before you see it. 1 minute, whole room. In the US, your heater may max at 120 degrees, so use the hottest safe setting. Be careful not to burn yourself. That hot rinse leaves the room at 86 degrees, which is still perfect for mold, so you have to cool it down next. The third Japanese bathroom rule is about the cold water you never use. Right after that hot rinse, Japanese families hit the same walls and floor with cold water. Not warm, cold. Because if the room stays at 77 degrees overnight, mold grows. If you drop it below 68 degrees, you break one of the 3 conditions. That cold drop alone cuts growth by hours. So hot, then cold. 30 seconds each. Hot to kill, cold to break temperature. The room is now cool, but still wet. And wet is a puddle you can see. The fourth Japanese bathroom rule is about the squeegee you think is for windows. In Japan, a little wiper hangs on the wall with a magnet. After every shower, someone wipes walls, mirror, faucet, floor. 40 seconds. In America, water sits. You think the fan will handle droplets. The fan handles humidity in the air, not droplets on tile. That squeegee costs $15 and lives on the wall where your hand can reach while you are still wet. If you have to bend down to find it in a cabinet, you will never use it. 40 seconds after every shower, room goes from dripping to damp, and damp dries, dripping does not. That squeegee only works if nothing is sitting on the floor blocking it. The fifth Japanese bathroom rule is about the bottles on your floor. In Japan, nothing touches the floor. Shampoo, conditioner, body soap all float on the wall with magnets. They call it floating storage. In America, bottles sit on the floor and the bottom never dries. That dark, wet circle under the bottle is where pink slime starts. When bottles float, you never move them to clean. You squeegee right under them. Bottom stays dry, slime has no food and no water. Nitori and Yamazaki sell magnet dispensers that stick to steel walls and you can pump while stuck. The floor is clear, but there is one hole in that floor that holds more oil than all your bottles combined. The sixth Japanese bathroom rule is about the drain. In a Japanese system, bath like Lixil Ridea, the drain uses the swirl of leftover water to collect hair into one ball. Called kururin poi drain, you pick it up in one motion and throw it away so oil does not rot. In America, hair sits in the catcher for 5 days. Hair holds body oil. Body oil is mold food. Mixed with soap scum, it becomes gray slime that smells. Japanese rule is simple. Last person out takes hair out every day, not once a week, every day. The drain is clean, but it is only as good as the flat thing next to it. The seventh Japanese bathroom rule is about flat lids. In Japan, every tub has a lid to keep heat in. Worst habit is leaving wet lid closed on tub after you are done. Backside and contact surface never dry and becomes perfect home for black mold. The fix is stand lid up against wall so air flows both sides. You might not have a tub lid, but you have bath mat that never gets hung, shower curtain bunched up, squeegee left face down. Anything flat left wet on flat creates a sandwich where air never goes. Stand it up, hang it up. Make air touch both sides. That same sandwich is happening on your walls every day, even when you only take a quick shower. The eighth Japanese bathroom rule is about the myth that a shower-only day means the bathroom is not dirty. Kansou surveyed 500 women. When it gets hot, people switch to shower only and cleaning drops to once a week because they think shower only is not dirty. But measurement showed even one shower scatters body oil and soap scum across entire bathroom, centered on floor and walls. Soap scum is not soap. It is oil plus soap plus minerals. And it is mold food. If you only rinse with water, you leave food. Japanese rule is last person rinses whole room with hot water, squeegees, then fans. Every day. Not deep cleaning, just removing today's food. Because mold does not grow from one big dirty day. It grows from 7 days of invisible food. So here is 3-question test you can run tonight. 1. When your fan is on, is your window closed? If open, you have short circuit. 2. Can you squeegee entire floor without moving a single bottle? If not, you need floating storage. 3. Can you see bottom of your drain right now without lifting plastic cover full of hair? If not, that is tonight's food. There are 2 Japanese ideas that explain everything. First is Kansou, which means dryness as daily habit, not product you buy after you see mold. Second is AU, which means nutrient, and in bathroom nutrient means any oil or soap you left behind. American bathrooms are built to look clean when dry, but they are used wet. Japanese bathrooms are built to get dry fast because they know they are always wet. Your bathroom was never the problem. The airflow was. Let me know in comments which of these 8 is biggest problem in your house right now. Is it window open habit, bottles on floor, or drain? I read every comment.